Hello and welcome to an all-new DC Cast, Explosion Network's hub for discussing all things DC Comics related, a place to talk about everything happening in Metropolis, Gotham, and beyond. I'm your host, Ashley Hobley, and joining me today is Dylan Blight.
Heard to be here talking about a new disease I wasn't sure about. Bird blindness.
Oof.
Didn't know about
Finally
it. Now,
getting some awareness.
Yeah. I was blind to the struggle. You know. Now I can. Now
One
I
in 100
understand.
million people deal with bird
Bird
blindness.
Yeah.
It can affect your life in different ways. You just,
I didn't know.
You go into a restaurant, you think you're getting chicken, duck,
Yeah.
or turkey.
Imagine. Wild.
Yeah. Really
and you're not
rough.
even sure if it's a large portion or a small portion.
Yeah.
Is it a drumstick or a?
Yeah, you completely bamboozled,
Yeah.
You can get a large. It's actually small.
KFC is like a real struggle.
Yeah.
Red Rooster, don't even get me started.
On today's episode of All New DC Cast, we're talking about the latest episode of Peacemaker Season 2. So let's dive in. If you haven't watched the episode, come back later, because we're going to be talking about spoilers and all that good stuff. So, let's dive in. Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 2. Man is only good as his bird. Directed by Greg Mottola, written by James Gunn. Tell them what you think of this second episode of Peacemaker.
Yeah, it was good. I had a very good time with the Eagly fight, hence that's why my brain went straight to that. I very much enjoyed the setup to the whole bird blindness bit earlier in the episode. Just sort of, I laughed quite a bit at the fucking bird blindness line. I was like, that's good shit. Yeah, I mean, overall, still, we move a bunch of people around. We move Peacemaker into at the end of this episode. I'm like, aha, now we're getting to, because eventually he's gonna go there. Was this when was he gonna do that? But
yeah, I thought another good episode, but also kind of again setting up the pieces to the actual fun of this season, which will be him exploring this alternate universe and
pretending to be himself.
Pretending to be himself and kind of seeing alternate versions of all the characters we probably know and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I enjoyed the introduction of Tim Meadows, Agent Langston Fleary, who, yes, deals with bird blindness, but also had an incredible experience with two ladies. It kind of feels like that entire scene is just those two actors improving almost to an extent. Just some of the ridiculousness that they come up with. Talk about Pokemons and Pokemon's grammar, that kind of stuff. Yeah, it seems like they just riff for a bit, which is so as possible because we all know the infamous Peacemaker name rant from last season. That was all improv on the spot. So, it wouldn't surprise me, or maybe James Gunn just threw stuff out.
I don't picture James Gunn as a Pokemon's joke guy,
Yeah, I know. I think he's happy to make fun of anything in pop culture, really. But yeah, let's recap the episode. Reading from Wikipedia this week. In a flashback, Argus agent John Economos guides Rick Flag Sr. to his new personal office as the acting director of the organization. The latter having been sworn in to succeed Amanda Waller, who is facing congressional hearings. Flag is supplied with confidential documentation detailing the death of his son, Rick Flag Jr., in Corto Maltese during Project Starfish. Learning of Peacemaker's responsibility for assassinating him under Waller's orders, Flag Sr. relays to Agent Bordeaux his intentions to prioritize surveillance of Peacemaker, despite his exoneration following Project Butterfly. Quote, fuck the Peacemaker.
I was sort of glad they explained, because I was like, why wouldn't you sort of have to think, why didn't he get pissed about this earlier? But then it's that he didn't actually know the file or anything.
Yeah, he didn't know any of the information about what actually happened, despite being pretty high level, that kind of stuff. I'm also still trying to figure out the timeline of where this plate fits with Superman. Do you get the Argus mission post Superman, or
They said
Like-
this is after Superman.
No, like how far past?
Oh, right.
Do you know?
I think James Gunn said this is about 6 months post Superman. So I think he gets the job. It would make sense in my head if, like, you know, like a month after Superman, he gets the job.
He's head of
and then we're
Homeland
like,
Security or something like in the movie, right?
Yeah. So then it's like a month later, he gets the job. And then 5 months later, we're sort of where we're at now.
Well, it says 8 months ago at the start of the episode, right?
Okay, 8 months ago. So.
Yeah, so. But yeah. Fun opening, but yeah, they're kind of filling in a bit of the backstory, but yeah, always good to get some Frank Grillo. Yes, as this article points out, 8 months later, Economist is issued Agent Langston Fleury as a handler after Flag Senior grows increasingly suspicious of his former allegiance to Chris and his colleagues. Leodo Abdabeo returns to the apartment of her ex-wife Kaya, who angrily reprimands her for being inconsiderate of her latter's personal feelings. Of course, skipping over the opening of this episode, which picks up right after the end of it last week, with Chris dealing with his doppelganger's dead body, which he tries to shove into the...
About 8 times, yeah.
It's shoved 8 times into the one thing, which doesn't have like any door to close, which I feel like was the major issue, you know. And that body just kept rolling, you know. Kept rolling. You know, so comes out, rings somebody, asks if they've still got a bone saw before taking a shower, washing away, I guess, technically his blood.
Yeah.
You know, pretty rough. So yeah,
it's sort of rough. It's also he's trying to not kill anyone at the moment, and then the person
he's
he
trying to be a
kills
good person
himself.
It was very much accidental or like life or death. You know,
Yeah.
situation.
Maybe you shouldn't have gone there in the first place.
Yep. So how do you feel about this new agent teamed up with economists?
Oh, it's great. I love it.
Meadows.
The banter's good shit. Just wacky. What a weird dude.
What an interesting dude.
Yep. What a weird dude. There's even like the later get into that part from the trailer where it's like casino man, titties, and all, you know, like
it's gonna be okay, titties.
Yeah. Doesn't break the nicknames.
And then Annabelle, I'm going to see her girlfriend or ex-girlfriend, I guess. Because she's upset that I guess they broke up because she decided not to go to Gotham, which makes sense. Why would you go to Gotham? You know?
Well, they kept talking about
even
it
though
last
we
season,
have not seen Gotham in the DCU. I'm guessing here is much better than Gotham.
Well, yeah, I assume so.
You know? So yeah, she had to abandon her for several cats. And, you know, she was upset. She broke it, but she still loves her. You know, rough. Afterwards, Annabelle visits Chris and tells him about Flag's monitoring his activities, while suggesting he forfeit his quantum unfolding chamber to Argus, an idea Chris rejects. Vigilantes, he meets with the pair and learns about the parallel dimension Chris previously visited, helping the latter dispose of his alternate counterpart's corpse in his alien neighbor's, I don't know, extermination machine.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. We saw him obviously put something in it and cremate it, I guess.
Just the slow burning of his face. And the one eye that was kind of just like really opened. Brutal.
I just like that when the guy comes out and he's like, fuck off. It's like, who's that guy? Just a rude prick who always say hi to, he never says hi back.
Even before this, we see the after effects of the previous night's orgy. Where people are just strolling through the house. You know?
Yep.
And Vigilante is upset that he was not invited, even though he's not really interested in sex, but he wanted an opportunity to bond with his best friend.
And that's what people use sex for, to bond with their best friends. Yep.
Also, he was right to point out that she did not wash her hands. That's kind of weird after.
Yeah.
You know? After a night like that, you'd be getting that hand sanitizer. The 11th Street Kids Peacemaker, Annabelle, Harcourt, Adrian, and Economist hold a rooftop party at Harcourt's apartment. Chris attempts to console Harcourt after her recent injuries, which she angrily resists, much like she did in the Kim Bino pharmacy, where she tore some poor lady's head off, who I guess she assumed she was a victim of domestic violence.
I mean, fair.
No, good for her, but also, she already said no.
Yeah.
Don't need to go in there twice.
The first time was,
Yes. And this scene also had maybe my favorite joke of the week.
Do you look like, who was it? From the
You got something to say, Pika?
Yeah, Pika, yeah.
Who's
Pika.
that? He's a Muppet.
Muppet, yeah.
Do I look like him? Yeah. Kind of.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? It ain't good.
Not good. This is the way it just sat on that exchange. So good.
Not good.
Yeah. So again, Harcourt kind of rejecting Peacemaker and like Economist and Annabelle speculating on what those two are, talking about, that kind of stuff. Very fun scene. With everybody in drunk, of course. Of course, this intercut with Fleury and his team of Argus agents raiding Chris's residence in search of the interdimensional energy signature coming from the quantum unfolding chamber. But they are brutally assaulted by his bald eagle pet, Eagly. Eagly getting a cool action sequence and just taking all these agents out. Incredible.
Very good. I loved it. CGI's like really good too. Like, and all the just Eagly at the end, like fucking flexing his wings.
And just cutting to that song, like the needle drop at the end. Slow motion, Eagly walking.
Just fucking walks up the stairs with such swagger.
Should have had like Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. No, we're not allowed to like him.
So. Yeah, I mean, they all get taken out. Chris, upset after Harcourt shoots him down again, drunkenly returns home and searches through the alternate Peacemaker's phone, which he has retrieved while disposing of the body. He attempts to text the other universe's Harcourt, the ultimate Peacemaker's ex-girlfriend, but the message fails to send due to Chris being in the original reality. Chris returns to the parallel dimension through the QUC and successfully makes contact with Harcourt as he overhears his father and brother looking for their Christmas.
I mean, that's really... They answered the big question. Does time move at the same time? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if that wasn't even a thought that I had. Like, I just assumed that's how it was. But man, it's going to be weird. Going pretending to be the person that you killed, trying to court like this ex-girlfriend version of Harcourt, who sent him like a broken heart emoji. Like, Also, like, I know this is like a very standard thing in movies and TV, but no previous messages.
No, he cleared it.
No clues as to how that relationship ended previous. Because I feel like that would be something that you want to know beforehand if you're going to jump into this situation.
I mean, based on her character in the credits, I don't think she's a kick-ass tough lady. Like
I don't know if you watched
I didn't know. If next time,
teaser for next week, it seems like she's very much a secretary-esque character.
Right. Okay.
Would be my guess. Yeah. Working for Argus still, but
okay, is she? Okay.
Yeah. So,
I do wonder how. Like, obviously, we'll have at least a little bit of him thinking this is the best thing ever, and it probably will be the best thing ever for a short period of time, but it's going to all come crumbling down.
If you had to predict how it's all going to come crumbling down right now, how do you think it's going to play out?
I feel like someone I'm trying to think. You're just going off the trailer, and there's that part in the trailer where like Harcourt's like, "We got to get Chris back" or something. So I'm just like, it makes me wonder if, I don't know, someone figures out he's the fake one and like comes across to their side, or so. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, in my mind, who do you think is going to fuck it up for him? Is it going to be his alternate family, or is it going to be Flag and Argus? You know what I mean?
I mean, Flag and Argus, right?
Yeah. Break in and reveal.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want to discuss from this week's episode?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Question without notice. Which one do you think is worse, Eagly's beak or Eagly's talons?
I would assume the beak, because it just seems to go at a, I just imagine, like that part where titties are getting hit in the back of the head,
Mm.
It's just the constant, like, in the fucking skull.
Just going in.
Also, it plicked an eyeball out, man. Like,
yeah. I mean, I'd say talent. It'd have to be talents because there's like multiple things going in,
Mm.
And then you get massive scratch marks or whatever,
Yeah.
They're fucking sharp, Although the beak's fucking sharp too, so.
Yeah.
You do not want to get on Eagly's bad side. So
No, you don't.
We're getting here, so. I'm excited because next week it seems like they're getting an expert to help with their Eagly issue.
With what?
With their Eagly issue,
Oh, they are they?
Yeah.
Oh, is that where they're going to get, what's his face into it?
Michael Rooker.
Michael Rooker?
Yeah. All right, let us know what you thought of this latest episode of Peacemaker Season 2 by finding us on the social media at Explosion Pod Explosion Network on Blue Sky or Explosion Pod on other social media. If you want to help us out here at All New DC Cast, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or Podchaser. Leave us 5 stars, and you can leave 5 stars or just tell people about the show. And if you've enjoyed this episode, thought it's worth $1, head on over to our Ko-fi page at explosionnetwork.com/support. Thank you very much for listening. Be sure to watch next week's episode of Peacemaker and then join us for another All New DC Cast.